Hi, everybody. I want to apologize. I'm about a minute late here. I wasn't paying attention to my clock. So I want to welcome you here today to Creating Cards with Debbie. And my name is Debbie Foster. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator, and I'm located in Bismarck, Arkansas. And I want to thank you for being here today. Be sure that you like and share the video. And please comment when you come on and say hello. It's fun to see where everybody's from. So I'm going to give a moment here for everybody to get here. Sometimes it takes a little bit for the notifications to go out. So we just kind of catch our breath and let everybody get on. Okay, like I said, I'm creating cards with Debbie. And if you want to shop with me, the July host code is scrolling across the bottom, or it is ZCNYHXHH. And you'll use that code if your order is under $150. But if it's over $150, please don't use that because you'll get the Stampin' Rewards. Okay, I'm just going to go through everything here. You can still get your starter kits for $99. And with that, you'll be able to pick out $125 worth of merchandise. And when you first put your first order in, you'll get a discount on your products. Starting out, you'll get 20% off. And all orders after that. So if you have any questions on that, reach out to me. And you can always go onto this website too that's at the bottom of your screen. It says www.stampinUp.com/join?demo ID equals 2208093. And that'll give you more information too. But if you want to just email me, you can email me at creatingwithdebbie179@gmail.com, and I'd be happy to fill you in on any information that you might want or any questions that you might have. And today is July 17th. It's Wednesday, and I want to welcome you here today. I do a weekly video on both Facebook and on YouTube, so I hope you enjoy the cards that I do. Let's get started here. I guess I need to put some glasses on so I can see. Get things out of my way here. All right, Paper Pumpkin for August is time to sign up for, and you have until August 10th to sign up for this one. And it says time for cake. And here's the larger view of it. It says we're going to get a free additional stamp set. So that's going to be exciting, and I always look forward to any surprises in our paper pumpkins. So it says, time for cake. Bring on a birthday bash with elegant birthday cards made with rose gold details. It makes 9 cards, 3 each of 3 designs. The projects include printed card bases, coordinating envelopes and labels, embellishments, and rose gold cord. So it's going to be a rose gold cord. Okay, and the coordinating colors are going to be Moody Mauve, Night of Navy, which is the Stampin' spot for that month, and Petal Pink, Pecan Pie, Pretty in Pink, Wild Wheat. And like I said, you get a free additional stamp set. All right, Paper Pumpkin started a few months back, where every quarter they come out with a special die that goes along with it, that coordinates with it. And so you can add that to your Paper Pumpkin or to your regular orders if you are a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. And it says shop the coordinating add-on. And I received mine yesterday, the day before. And it's every celebration dies. And it kind of shows right here. There's a flower, a word stamp that says hooray, and then a leaf. And these are $12. The item number for this one is 164991. So you want to add that onto your order. Okay, and during the month of July, we have bonus days going on. My paperwork out here. I've got it all mixed up here, so bear with me. I guess that's all I'm needing. Okay, bonus days. And from July 1st till July 31st, with every $50 that you purchase, that's before shipping or tax, you'll receive an email that has a coupon for $5 that you can redeem in August. Okay, and be sure that you have a qualifying email address for them to send that to. And be sure you keep those codes or take a screenshot or write them down somewhere so you don't forget where they are, and you'll be able to use those come August. And there's no limit on how many you can use. Like I said, bonus days. It says earn. First one is earn. You shop and earn a $5 coupon for every $50 you spend between July 3rd and July 31st. There's no limit to how many coupons you can earn. Make sure to use a valid email address when completing your purchase. And then number 2, you'll save those coupon codes. It says after placing your order, the coupon code or codes will be emailed to you. Save those emails, write down or save the codes, or even take a picture of the codes so you don't miss out on any savings. And then number 3 is redeem. You can redeem your coupons between August 1st and August 31st. Use as many coupon codes as you want during checkout. Tip, remember to separate each code by a space and make sure to use them all before the month is over. You don't want to lose any because you forgot to use them. All right. Let me take some of these papers off of here. Oops. I just dropped my dies on the floor. Okay, and some more new online exclusives have been added. So you want to go in there and check my store and check the online exclusives tab. It'll bring up all the new items that have been added. There have been a lot of them added just the last few days. So we've got lots of nice stuff here. We've got Christmas, we've got Halloween. Let me bring up some of the bigger pictures here so you can see it better. Okay, here's one of the Halloween ones that have been added. It's called Potions and Spells Bundle. I have this bundle too. I ordered it, so I'm going to be doing something with that closer to Halloween probably. And then another one is Changing Leaves Bundle, and this is one of those hybrid folders where the embossing folder has a die that matches with that, and you can emboss and die cut at the same time, plus the stamp set. So it's a 3-bundle thing. And these are just showing those all over again. But lots of new online exclusives. So these are the new ones that were added in July. We've got Season of Green Gold Sweet Collection, Golden Greenery Bundle, Greetings of the Season Bundle, and new DSP, which is Seasons of Green and Gold, and Graceful Greenery Vellum, and some ribbon. We're going to be using this Berry Vanilla satin ribbon today that's in there. And Cherry Cobbler and Pearl Adhesive Back Berries, and those are really cute. And we've got Greetings of the Season stamp set, and that has, you can get that as a bundle. It's got the dies to go with that. Golden Greenery stamp set and dies. Okay, these are kind of repeating what the sweets are. We've got another one that is a sophisticated sled bundle. I got this one also. The stamp set and the dies. And you can't really see that. Let me hold this up closer and see if you can get a better view. Yeah. I'm going to enjoy using that for Christmas or winter time. So I've got that, and I haven't really worked with it yet. So we're going to do some playing around with that this month. And the Changing Leaves bundle is what I said. And then we've got the Frosted Forest bundle. And that comes with some decorative masks in the bundle. So you'll get the stamp set, the dies, and the masks all in that bundle. So lots of good things here. We've got Everyday Greeting stamp set, Greatest Adventure stamp set, and then a Scenic Pumpkin Patch stamp set, Playful Ghost stamp set, Filled with Cheer with a snowman that's melting, Naughty and Nice stamp set. And don't forget that the Stampin' Glass mat that I use in my videos, you're able to buy that right now. So that's $60 for the Stampin' Glass mat. And it comes with the glass mat, the silicone mat, and the cleaning cloth. All 3 items for $60. And that item number is 163987. I use mine every day. I love it. Okay, so let's get all this paperwork aside and we'll get started with our project for today. And let me bring my comments up here so I can see those. Good morning, Sharon. Glad you're here. We've got a cloudy morning here in Arkansas. I think we're supposed to get some thunderstorms throughout the day. But we need the rain, so I guess we shouldn't complain. All right, so our first project, we're going to be using the wildflower designs. Well, that's what I'm going to be using today. It's this bundle. It's the stamp set and the dies. And these were on back order for a bit, but they came back in. And you can find these on page, let me get my catalog out here, page 40 and 41 of our annual catalog. I'm not using the paper, I'm just going to be using the stamp set and the dies and then some other items. Okay. Put that away, get that out of my way. And with our 3 projects today, I'm using every single stamp out of there, so that's probably a first. I usually don't use all of them. All right, so let me get things pushed aside here. Get bits and pieces out. And instructions. Okay, so here's our first project. It is Sending Happy Thoughts. And you've been on my mind. But I kind of goofed on my original card. I should have laid another layer in here because when I used my Stampin' Blends to color the flower, it kind of bled through the back. But I'll just keep this as my sample card and I won't send it to anybody. So I thought about redoing it, but then I changed my mind. I said, nah, it's good. So I changed it up and I'm going to put a layer on the inside. So we're going to put an extra layer on the inside. So it'll be like this. But let me get back to what I was saying here. We've got our thick white, and this measures 4 1/4 inches by 11 inches. And then it's scored at 5 1/2 inches. I'm going to take my bone folder. I'm going to give that a good edge. Set our card aside. And this is going to go this way. It's going to open this direction instead of the normal. And then we've got our Shy Shamrock, which is 4 1/8 inches by 5 3 inches. 4 1/8 inch by 5 3/8 inches. I'm having trouble with words today. And then I got our Summer Splash that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. And I embossed that already using our Cute Crochet 3D embossing folder. It's giving a real good, yeah, that looks pretty good. I love this folder. And this can be found on page 129 in our annual catalog. So if you want to look that up, it's on page 129. So I've already embossed that already. So I'm going to go ahead and attach those two together. And of course, my adhesive of choice is our Tombow glue, or multi-mono liquid glue. I just call it Tombow. It says Tombow right at the top. Tombow for short. Some call it the green glue. I just call it Tombow. It's easier. Okay, we're going to attach that to our Summer Splash layer. Or our Shy Shamrock layer. And these both are two of our new in colors. Let me get that straight on there. And I've already got glue on my fingers, which isn't unusual. I'm going to go ahead and glue that to our card front. And there's no right side or upside down area, so it doesn't matter how I place that. And I'm going to leave a little border going all the way around it. All right, there's our card so far. And now we're going to, we have another basic white, and this is 3 inches by 3 7/8 inches. And we're going to stamp our image on there. So I'm going to use my black Memento ink. And to get some stamps over here. I want this one, probably pretty much all of them here. Let me see. Okay. That one. No. This one and this one. All right. All right, we're going to start with the larger flower. That up and stamp it. And I think I'm going to put a piece of scrap paper underneath me to catch the runoff when I stamp off the edge, I should say. And I'm going to put one kind of centered. And I'm going to alternate the position of all these. And I should have put that the other way, but that's okay. Now I'm going to come back with my smaller flower. And let's see here, where do I want to put this one? There. And maybe one right there. And now I've got this little flower. And that's going to go up here in the corner. Just getting off camera here. Trying to turn my paper and I'm scooching all over the place. Just one up here, upside down. Kind of filling in that white space. And then I'm going to take my little dots, I guess is what it is. And those are going to fill in some white areas. And No rhyme or reason, just anywhere that you want to fill in some white space there. So I think we're going to call that quits on that. We're going to leave that there for a moment. We're going to move all of our stamps out of the way here for a moment. I should be cleaning my stamps as I go. Well, while we're at it, while we're stamping with that, let's go ahead and do our sentiment too. Okay, I've got a basic white here, and this measures 3/4 inches by 3 1/8 inches, and that's going to be our strip for our sentiment. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that while I've got my ink open, and it's going to be sending happy thoughts. I'll get this down here so I can get it centered pretty good. Don't look too crooked to me. It looks good. I'm going to close that up and move all that aside. And I'm going to bring out my Stampin' blends, and I'm going to use the light Shy Shamrock and the light Summer Splash. So I'm going to color my flowers with the darkest color, and then I'm going to, well, let's go. I'm going to redo this. This is going to be just the Summer Splash, the light. And I'm not really paying a whole lot of attention on. Let me get the brush end. To my coloring, I'm just going to kind of fill around the flowers. So just kind of scribbling. Put that down. You have to be precise. It's all going to look good. We're just kind of scribbling the color onto our image. Couple left here to do. It's a fast way to color, huh? Put that in a little bit more. All right, now we're going to take our light Shy Shamrock, and we're going to splatter our image. Bring that scrap paper back up here, and I'm going to take off the brush end. Hi, Honeybee. Welcome to our live. I just got started, so you didn't really miss too much. You can go back and catch the repeat. So I'm just going to splatter with our Shy Shamrock, the light, and I'm just using my bone folder to tap it, and that'll splatter. Hopefully. Okay, yeah, it's coming. I'll take your brush ends out a little bit harder here. I can see it. It's coming on there. It's just real light. It just kind of fills in the white area. And I think I'm going to do the same with our sentiment. Turn down that white a little bit. I hope that doesn't hurt your ears, the sound. All right, that should be good. Put our cap back on our Stampin' blend. And get rid of our cartridge paper. All right. So now we're going to bring our card base back over here. I do, Honeybee. Yeah. It kind of Gives it a little extra character, I think. All right, so we're going to glue this down to the side of our card. We're not putting it in the center. We're going to put it off to the left side. And we're going to use our glue. So what's the weather like in Florida? We're getting some storms here in Arkansas. Nothing serious, but we need some rain. All right, so we're going to put that down, like I said, to the left side of our card. Leave a small space on the top and bottom, and then on the left side. Okay, and then we're going to take our sentiment, and I've got our designer series paper, which I didn't make a chart on. It's our 2024 to 2025 designer series paper. Okay, I was saying it wrong. Yeah, 2024 to 2026 in color 6x6 designer series paper. So that's what we're using today. So we'll strip with that. Yeah, we've been hot here too, so it's kind of a relief today. It's cloudy and not so hot maybe, but we're still have some heat advisories going on, I think, yet. Okay, so I'm going to bring my silicone mat over here, and we're going to glue our sentiment strip onto our little strip. And this measures 1/2 inch by 3 1/8 inches. So I didn't say that first. I'm going to run a fine strip of glue across the top of that. And then we're going to put our sentiment on top of that. We're going to leave a fairly good sized space underneath showing the designer series paper. And I'm challenged to get things straight for some reason. There we go. All right, put our silicone mat aside. And we're going to bring our card back over here. We're going to place this down. And I didn't put anything on dimensionals. I'm just gluing it straight down. I guess that keeps our mailman happier when we don't have a lot of bulk in our cards. And can you believe the price of stamps went up again? What is it, 73 cents now? I usually have to use 2 because I have 2 thicker ones. I usually have to put extra postage on mine, so that's even more crazy. All right, and then I made a bow using this is the bordered ribbon, and it's a summer splash color. This is real nice ribbon. It's easy to tie. It's not bulky. I've already made my bow. So we're going to put that right here at the bottom edge of our sentiment strip. And I'm going to use my mini glue dots to attach that. And we're going to place it on the side, right under the sending. And I need to trim up my tails here a little bit. I always cut mine at an angle. I don't know. There's no rule about it, but that's how I do mine. Oops, I forgot to mute my phone. All right, now we're going to add some rhinestones if I can find them. I had them here. Here they are. I'm going to use my take your pick tool to grab those with. Well, first I got to get the rhinestones opened here. I'm using the putty end of my take your pick tool. I'd be lost without my take your pick tool. I use it constantly too. All right, now it looks like I'm using one large one. And I'm going to place that kind of right there. It's like a little flower in the center of that. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah. So that's where I put the biggest one, the largest. And now we'll do a medium size. We will put that maybe right there. And a small one will go, well, this is the hardest part, is trying to figure out where to put your embellishments at. I think I'm going to, well, I'm going to put it down here. I was going to put it up next to the big one, but changed my mind. Okay, so there's the outside of our card, sending happy thoughts. I love this embossing folder. I'm going to be using that a lot. All right, now we're going to do the inside of our card. We've got the Shy Shamrock, and that measures 4 1/8 inches by 5 3/8 inches. And then I got a basic white that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches. So I'm going to go ahead and do our stamping on there first. If I don't mess it up, I can turn it over. And I'm using the sentiment on the inside, which says, "You've been on my mind." And bring our ink pad back over here. My husband's outside on his 0 turn playing in the rain. Yeah, at least he's out of my hair, right? Oh, thank you, honeybee. Yeah, it was really easy just to scribble all over it instead of make sure I stay in the lines and all that sort of thing. So we're going to stamp this on the upper left-hand corner. And I'm going to put this little flower. Yes. Close them and I had to pick off. And I'm going to stamp that flower right here at the bottom, right-hand corner. And I'm going to take them with my Stampin' blends again, where did I put them? And we're going to color our flower. And I don't know, I think I might go the same route as I did the outside ones. I think I'm going to just scribble the color over it. And I'm going to use the light summer splash. Oops, I want the brush end. Wrong end. There we go. And sort of like that. What do you think? Does that look good? Instead of staying in the lines and all that? Okay, and then I've got a strip of the Designer Series paper again. And this one measures, did I put that on the inside? I did. This one measures 1/2 inch by 4 3/8 inches. I'm going to put that little strip right across there just to decorate it a little bit. And do a line of glue across there. Let me mute my phone. I'm getting notifications coming in. And vibrate. That's good. All right, now I always make my strip a little longer so I can go back in and trim off the excess. Nope. A paper clip. That's not part of the show here today. All right, now I can attach this to our Shy Shamrock layer. I'm still learning the color names. The new colors. I love all of them though. Do y'all like the new in colors that Stampin' Up came out with this year? Okay, I need a small strip going all the way around the border. Yeah. You've been on my mind. And we can put that on the inside of our card. I'm glad you like the layout, Honeybee. Yeah, something different. We don't always have to put them in the same spots all the time, so variety. Mhm. All right, we're going to attach that to the inside of our card. Looks like it slipped on me. One good thing about the Tombow glue, it gives you time to wiggle it around if you need to. Okay, so here we have sending happy thoughts. You've been on my mind. It's on the inside. So what do you think of that? Do you like that? I kind of like that coloring technique. It saves a lot of time. All right, so I'm going to bring my empty chamois over, and don't look at it. It's stained up, but it's still good yet. You just wet it, and I keep it in my case here so it keeps it damp. So probably have to do it, rinse it back out probably once a week, maybe. Let's go ahead and clean all of these. I'm going to be using some of them over again. Sharon, you like that? Okay. Yeah, it's easy. Can't mess up. All right. I had some more over here I gotta clean. Might as well do them while I'm at it. Hope everybody's doing okay today. I think I'm back on my Wednesday schedule again, so hopefully. Seems like we always get doctor appointments or whatever scheduled on our Wednesdays and Thursdays that we don't want. Okay, so let's bring out our second card. And we do have a fun fold card today. Well, actually, I've got two fun folds today. I'll go with this one. And bring the card out here to show. Okay, so here's our second card. Did some embossing and some fun fold cutting. So here it says thank you, and this is what it looks like flat. This side's glued down. It just opens on this right hand side. And I didn't put nothing on the inside because I figure it's a thank you card. I'll leave that blank so I can write a little message to whoever might receive it. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm going to be doing some embossing, heat embossing too. So this one's going to take a little bit. Hope you're in no hurry to go. If you are, you can always come back and catch the replay. Okay, so we've got our card base is our card base starts out being an 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and then it's scored 4 1/4 inches. And I turned my card over this way, and I ran it through my paper trimmer. Get that out here so I can explain it better. I ran it through my paper trimmer, and we want to put this edge over here onto our 3 3/4 inch. So it would be right there. And then we're going to cut that up to the score line, that 4 1/4 inch score line. Okay, thanks for being here, Honeybee. Yeah, be sure you like and share the video also. And I see you're watching it on YouTube. Be sure you hit that subscribe button too so you'll be notified. And the bell goes along with it so that your notifications will come through. I'm glad you're able to spend a little time with us this morning. All right, so here's our card so far. Put that back out of the way. Okay, like I said, this is a basic black. And I've cut it at 3 3/4 inches down to the fold line, the score line. And we're going to burnish that really good. All right, and this side is going to be glued down, but we're going to go ahead and do our layers first. So I'm using, this is the Pebbled Path cardstock, and this one measures 1.5 by 4. Yeah, 1.5 by 4. And this other mat measures 3.5 by 4. And our designer series paper, which comes from the Nature Sweetness 12 by 12. This was in our catalog, in our mini catalog, our January to April 2024, but they carried it over into our new annual catalog. So it's called Nature Sweetness 12 by 12 designer series paper. And we're using this sheet right here. It's got the gold lettering on top of pecan or pebbled path. This is the back side. So we're using this side. And our first one is 1 1/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. You want to make sure you got your lettering going right. That's not upside down. I think that one's upside down. There we go. And then our other one measures 3 1/4 inches by 3 3/4 inches. And that's going to go on this mat. So let's go ahead and glue those down. And I'm going to bring my silicone mat back over here so I don't get glue all over the place. Scooch that up. I was going to glue both at the same time, but that's okay. We'll do them separately. I got to get a hold of it without getting the glue all over me. Okay, we're going to put that centered onto our skinny mat. And switch that just a little bit. Yeah, it looks crooked to me. There we go. That's going to go on this area. And then we're going to glue on the back of this designer series paper, and that'll be onto the other mat. Pebbled path. And again, we're going to center that in my camera view. Straight. Looks good to me. I should have got a joke for today. I didn't even do that. All right, I'm going to start gluing here. And glue on this one. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this flap down flush to my card. So let me add, I'm out of camera here. And I'll fold that back. Okay. And then we can add our mat to that side. Like I said, be sure your letters are going right side up. Looks good there. And now I'm going to attach this to that flap that I just glued down. Yeah. Looks good right there. We'll grab our other one. And again, I'm going to check out my lettering to make sure it's not upside down. And then I'll go onto this flap. I'm going to try to keep our line straight with the other one. I think that looks pretty good. Close enough. Okay, so here's our card so far. It's going to open like this. And this one doesn't open on this side. It's just stationary. Okay, and I'm going to set that aside because we're going to do some heat embossing here. First, I'll show you what I have that goes with it. I die cut the framework out of our gold foil paper, and then I cut it again using the pebbled path. I'm using the dies that are the Wildflower Designs bundle, which goes with the stamp set. And this is the die that I used to cut the framework out. And so it cuts both the inside and the outside. So then it gives you a, I guess you call it a negative side. So I did that in pebble path and in gold. So I've got a gold layer there too that I put away for choosing something else. But this is the die that cut those out. And that is Wildflower Designs bundle that I'm using today. And things, there we go. So here we have our framework. Goes just like this. We're going to bring our card over here. And I'm going to do our heat embossing first. So I think I'll set this aside and do our heat embossing first. And I need the stamp that says thank you. And this little flower. And our little hashtags or whatever those are. I'll get the stamps out of the way so I can bring over my heat gun. Here's my heat gun. You can find in the back of my book for the heat gun to purchase that. Here's my, this is called Embossing Toolkit. It's in the back along with the tools and supplies of our catalog. But I'm going to come in here with my embossing buddy. And I'm going to tap, tap, tap that onto my paper here. Just to get rid of any oils from our skin or any static electricity, any static, anything will put, so that my embossing folder doesn't stick where I don't want it to stick. I'm going to use our Versamark ink pad. And I'm going to start with our thank you first. And I'll get it straight here. Sit down. Then we want our flower. Going to go across the bottom here. And got a little shadow there because it's time to trim my stamps down. I'll take care of that when we're done. And then our little speckly stamp. And well, we don't want this. Maybe right there. I was going to say maybe I could do another one there to cover that up, but I don't know if it would look right. Yeah, let's try it and see. It might cover it a little bit. Okay, I'm going to get our stamps out of the way. Cover up our Versamark ink pad. And I'm going to be using the gold embossing powder. Yeah. It's a powder on it. I don't want to add that back into my jar. I'm going to put a little extra on there. I like to make sure I have enough. Oops, I need to dump that back in my jar. What am I doing? Getting ahead of myself. So this is a gold embossing powder. I'll bring my silicone mat over here to do my embossing heat gun. takes a moment for it to start melting. In fact, it takes a little bit for your gun to get the temperature that it needs to be. It's just starting now. Heat embossing just fascinates me. I don't know, it's like magic when it turns to be embossed. Okay, be sure you don't heat it too much because it will burn the embossing powder. So you quit just as soon as you see it changing color and getting shiny. There, you can see it real good. I don't like that little line right there, but it probably won't show anyway. Now I need to keep this over here, bring this over here. And I'm going to use our liquid glue combo, and I'm going to add our glue to the edges of our framework, our gold frame. Okay. I'm going to put my framework at an angle. You could go straight on, but I'm just going to put it at an angle. I'm out of camera view a little bit here. Press that down loose. Well, that ain't. That's right. Okay. Okay. Kind of throwing me off. I thought it was crooked at first, but it's straight. Well, it's at an angle, straight. All right, now this is going to go inside of this framework, just like this. I'm going to add some glue. And then we'll put that in the center of our framework. It matches up perfectly. And hopefully it does. Let's do some scooching over here a little bit. Yeah, just right. And all right, then next we have our bow, and I'm using the satin ribbon that's in our online exclusives. It's, well, satin ribbon, and the color of it is very vanilla. So I've already tied my bow already. Kind of a poofy, fancy bow. I like that, and that's going to go at the top of our card. And I'm going to use my mini glue dots to attach that. Let's put that glue dot on the back of our bow and then transfer it to the front of our card. And I'm going to put it down just a little bit off of the framework, so it's sitting on the top of the frame. I'm going to grab me another glue dot and add to this because I don't want my bow to fall off. I'm going to sneak that up underneath. Maybe. And I think it will stay there. After that's away, and our ribbon away. And I got it off a little bit here. Okay, so here's the front of our card so far, and we're going to be adding some gems to that too. I don't want to do the inside first before we go on. So the inside is three by 4. It's going to go on the inside, and this is just a basic white cardstock. And I'm going to add a strip of designer series paper, which is 1 1/4. No, that's a 1/2 inch by 3 1/4. that extra. It's going to be trimmed off afterwards. So we're going to go ahead and glue that to the inside of our card. And like I said, I didn't do an inside sentiment. I left it blank so that whoever you're sending it to thank them for whatever, you have room to write a little bit. Okay, is that right side of it? No, I think it's upside down. These aren't really regular words in here, so it's kind of hard to read. And I'm going to leave a small edge at the bottom of that layer. I'm going to trim off that excess. Turn it over and trim. I'd rather have too much than not enough. You can always cut it away, but it's harder to add to. Okay, so there's our inside of our card. Get our glue back out here. I found this layout on Pinterest, but I don't remember who had done the original. I give credit to whoever it was. I like this layout, the style of a fun fold. All right, so there's our card so far. And we need to bling this up more as if that gold embossing isn't enough. I'm going to add some gold gems here. These are the blooming pearls. And the number is 162238. So it has different colors in here. This looks like it's probably Lost Lagoon maybe. And then our pretty in pink and some gold ones. And then these are kind of a greenish gold. Not sure what color those are. So we're going to add some bling to our card. Never have too much. I'm going to use the gold ones. So I'm going to take a large one. Well, there we go. And I'm going to add right there over my boo-boo. And then I'm going to take two small ones and put up here. And another one right there. I stabbed myself in the stomach with that point. It didn't feel so good. No blood today. It ruins our cards. Okay, so here's our card. Thank you. You see that really good. And then it opens to the inside with the blank case or canvas there. A blank canvas is what you say. All right, so that's our card number 2. And next we'll go on to our next card, which is another fun fold. And this is our fun fold. It says sending happy thoughts. And then it opens like this. And on the inside it says you've been on my mind. So cute little fun fold idea. Okay, and with this one, we're using the Designer Series paper, the Perennial Lavender. And I believe this is an online exclusive. That's where it was. Where is it in the? Let me take a quick look here. It's called Perennial Lavender. Yeah, it's in the catalog, page 107. And it's this one right here showing some different patterns. Okay, And like I said, this is a paper, and we're going to be using a couple patterns. So we're going to be using this side of that paper, the purple, and then this one with the butterfly. And get our things out here, and we'll get started with that. And card. And we're going to be using the petal pink and white diagonal trim combo pack. And which is great. That's pad. And here's our supplies right here. Put you things out of the way, trying to make some room. Okay, so this is our second fun fold for the day, and that's in there tight. Let me get all that out. Get some pieces out of here. Okay, so we've got our gorgeous gray cardstock, and that measures instructions now. I was looking at the wrong instructions, was confusing me. Gorgeous grape is 5.5 inches by 11 inches, and then we scored it. Paper went back up here. And move the cutting blade away. Bring the gray blade. The gray blade is our scoring blade. Okay, so we're going to things that way. I need to extend my arm like this. Okay, so we've got 11 inches, and you're going to do the first scoring at 1 1/4 inches, which is right there. Oops, okay, 1 1/4. I can't even see my score lines there. All right, 1 1/4. Use your score blade. Don't use the cutting blade. That one, and then we move it over to 3 3/8, which is 1, 2, 3. It's the mark between the 1/4 and the 1/2. And we'll start that one at 3 3/8. And then we go to 7 5/8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's in between the 1/2 and the 3/4 area. Got it. And then we're going to slide it down to the 9 3/4 and score that. All right. We put our plate away for now. Okay, so here are all of our score marks. I don't know. Camera probably won't even show them. But we're going to fold it. Let me see, this way. This flap goes. Right. And then fold that. I guess I should have folded it that way. And here's where you can see if your embossed or my score meets up with the other, so you can push the paper aside. I'm having problems with words today. Okay, so there's our left side. And I'm going to fold that one over. And I think that's a little bit crooked there. It needs to be readjusted. There. And then we'll fold this flap back. I'm going to open it so I don't leave creases on my card base. Alright, so there's our fun fold card for the day. It opens like this. Lay down better. All right, I'm going to set that over there for now. And we did some mats using those designer series paper for the I'd stand it there. For the outside edges, we got a basic weight, 2 of those, and those measure 1 by 5 1/4 inches. And then our designer series paper that goes on top of that measures 1 by 5 1/4 inches. We have 2 of those. And now we've got our basic weight. It's going to go on the panels. And that is 1 7/8. Yeah, 1 7/8 by 5 1/4. We have 4 of those. And then we've got our designer series paper, which measures 1 3/4 by 5 1/4. And we've got 4 of those. I was looking at my instructions, trying to make sense out of them. Okay. So we're going to bring our silicone mat over here to do our gluing on. So we don't make a mess on my work surface. Those can fit there. We're going to turn these over, add our glue. And I'm going to put those onto our smaller layer of white. Back a little bit so I got room to work here. And we're going to leave a small border going around. And just like just a little bit more. Keep it straight, Deb. Keep it straight. All right, so there's one. And this one goes on there. I'm on a camera view here. And place that one centered onto our white layer. Come up just a little tiny bit. There we go. Do y'all like fun folds? All right, we're going to go on to our little flap area. And place it down. And straight. And do the same with the other side. And then I'm going to open my little flap there so I can work with it easier. Is that even with the other one? Yeah, I think it's good right there. Okay, so there's our card so far with the 2 flaps. And on my original, I did do the back side of that too, but I think it made my card too bulky, so I'm not going to do on the inside layer. But you could if you wanted to. All right, now we're going to glue these all down to our 4 white mats. Am I missing one? Don't tell me I'm missing one. Oh, they're stuck together. Had me worried there, but I knew it cut 4. All right, now lay our designer series paper down and add some glue to those. The silicone mat helps me from making a mess on my table work surface. into the glass mat, but it is washable, so I shouldn't worry about it. Alrighty, let's switch that out of the way. Yes. Side, yeah. So this one too, we're going to center it onto our white mat. Do that little push. Okay. And then that's our second one. Make sure I put glue on the right side of my designer series paper. Stick my finger in the glue. If you're waiting to see me. And our fourth one. And again, centering it onto our white layer. Centered. I think that's good. All right, now we can attach these to our card and try to decide which ones I want on the outside. I think I want the butterfly ones on the outside. Well, this one is too, but it's not on the other one. So we're going to attach these to our card base. And again, I'm going to use my glue. All right, I'm just going to go on this side. See if it's lined up right. Scooch it up just a little bit. Right, and the same with this one. I think I want to put this one on that other side. It's got more butterflies on it. We've got branches 1, 2, 3, 4 butterflies, and then part of one up here. So 4.5 butterflies. Okay, right on our other flap. And again, I need to see if that's lining up right. So if I pull that over, I think it's good. Okay, so there's our card so far. Looks like this. We're going to add those other 2 panels on these both sides. The inside. And that one here. And one. Okay. And take a second look, make sure it wasn't upside down. I have done that before. Okay, so here's our card so far. And there's the inside. All right, on the inside, we've got our basic white, and this is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches, just our standard size. And I'm going to go ahead and stamp on that first. And I'm going to do You've Been on My Mind. And we're going to do one thing at a time here so we don't confuse you. So let's go ahead and use our Memento black ink. Ink that up. And I'm going to put it upper left side. And close it there. Is there anything else on the inside? Yeah. I'm going to use the Gorgeous Grape ink pad right here. And stamp one of those feathers at the bottom. Flowers, not feathers. Like I said, I can't talk today. Can't English today. What's going on? Oh, and I didn't want that black. Well, it is now. Let me see if I can fix that. I wanted it to be the Gorgeous Grape. So let's see if I can fix my boo-boo. Get that on top, get the black out of there. And spank it to dry a little bit. I want the Gorgeous Grape. Let's see how well I can match that up to the other flower. And it's not photopolymer, so it's going to be a little difficult. Well, it's not bad. I just got shadows on the flower, but I kind of like it. And then I'm going to do that little hashtag thing with that Gorgeous Grape. Stamp one right there. And another one right there. Yeah. Let's go ahead and attach those to the inside of our card. I was debating if I wanted to move on, finish the front of it or not. So let's just do the inside and then I'll come back to the outside. I'm going to center that, line it up with the borders. It looks pretty good. I think I might have this one up a little bit higher, but it's okay. Nobody's going to look that close at it. Okay, so here's our card so far. We need to put something on the front side. So what I've got for that, let me close up these ink pads first. Using that next. And again, I did die cutting ahead of time. My dies that so I can show you. Okay, these are the 2 dies that I used. This one for this one, and that cuts off the center also. And then for our outside, I've got this die, which has 2 cutting lines too. It cuts up this edge and then it cuts up the outer edge. And I'm keeping the inside edge of my card. So I don't have the negative here with me, so I'm not sure where I put it. Oops. Let's put those away, Deb. Don't just throw them around. We don't want to lose anything. right. And I have a smudge on there. So here's our first layer. And I'm going to put the scallop frame there. I'm going to glue that down first. So we had 2 fun folds today. That's unusual. I usually only do 1 if I do fun folds. I guess I was having too much fun yesterday when I was creating them. All right. Now this is going to go centered onto that white label. And I want to match my tops with the point of my scooch it just a little bit. Get centered. All right, so there that is so far. And I'm going to do my stamping on this one first. Glue on my fingers, baby wipe. All right, let me grab my Simply Chamois and clean my stamp here. So, another one I need, yeah, I need this one. We're going to mask that off so I can do the words separately. And I think that's the only thing I need. So we're going to do our stamping using the Gorgeous Grape stamp pad, except for the cinnamon, it's going to be the black memento. Okay. I'm going to put this over here and I'll stamp on it. On my silicone mat. I got the large flower again. That is the Gorgeous Grape, yeah. I'm double checking this time. Well, I don't want to do this. And I'm going to stamp off a couple times. I'm going to puff on my stamp. And in that upper corner. Let me puff again. You get a lot of ink out of that. You don't realize that there's so much left down there that you can stamp again. And right there. And I've got a blank spot up there. I used all that ink off of that one. That was good. And now we're going to close up our stamp pad. I'll be using the black memento again. And like I said before, I have my black memento ink in here. What it is, this is a craft white ink that you can buy. And the pad wasn't inked up yet, so I put my memento black ink in there instead. And I like the way it stamps. It's got a better surface than what the memento has on their stamp pads. So just a little tip. Okay, what I'm going to do now is Scotch tape over here, and we're going to cover some of the words here. Scotch tape works for everything, doesn't it? Good morning, Amber. I haven't seen you for a while. Hope you're doing okay. Did you get my catalog that I sent you a while back? Okay. So be sure you tear the tape back off or you'll have a black mess going on there. And I'm going to do sending. got a ring around that, but maybe it won't show too much. Hopefully not. So I said I need to trim my stamps, I think. I'm getting shadow stamping going on. Try and get a little bit. And now we're going to tape off some more. Sending. We want to use happy, so we need to cover up the other two edges. So if your stamp isn't going the right direction, you can do this to make it your own. I'll show you the finished product when I'm done here. Tucking that underneath there, that. So we want happy. Pull off the inky tape. Yes, Amber, I only sent you one. I do require that you put in an order. We have another mini catalog coming out. I think it's to our customers will be September. And I'm happy. I appreciate if you ordered from me, and that covers my shipping charges and the cost of the catalogs. Okay, now we're going to take off 2 words there. Sending happy thoughts, and we're going to leave the thoughts. That's our next word. Amber, are you asking about the Versamark ink? That you use for embossing? Okay. Let's put this one right at this edge. Can't really read it real well. I don't want to do these all over though. I don't like how that looks. I think maybe I will. Can I turn this over? Will it still fit in there? Yeah. All right, let's back up the bus here and do this over. Bring out our gorgeous grape again. Yeah, we're good on time yet. It's not that late. Alrighty, kind of smudge right there. So we're going to get our gummy eraser, sponge off. Alright, now we can do our stamping. Versa Magic? No. Pretty good at that. I get nosebleeds all the time. In fact, I had a gusher one last night. Off the top, side, turn this. Right. I'm done with that. And let's go back to doing our sentiment again. I wish there was an easier, faster way, but there isn't. So we're going to tape off Last two words here. Alright, that is the purple note. That's the black. That's what we want. Okay, I take. So Amber, do you get it at the pharmacy? Sending. Okay. Oh. You did put it in order, Amber, but you haven't gotten it yet? Yeah, it takes about a week for the shipping. Cover up the sending. Did I put those across there? Oops, I'm covering up the wrong one here. Alright, happy thoughts. Okay, I want to just do those two together. Put this bit in there, so we're good. Make it easier. Pull off the tape. Okay, and then we're going to put our happy thoughts right underneath the sending. Okay, that looks a little better. And this is going to get glued inside of our framework there. And glue back over here. All right. And it's going to fit right inside of that gorgeous grape framework there. Okay, put our ink pad away. Need no accidents happening. Let's close up our card. Now I'm going to center this with the bottom point right there in the seam and the top point at the seam, just like this. So I want to add some adhesive. I only want to put it on this one side. Make sure you don't do the whole thing, just a partial. And then we're going to line up our center lines. And I'll press that down for a little bit, let it have time to dry. Okay, let me put the stamp pad on there or block for a while to let that hold it down to dry. And now we're going to grab our ribbon that we used. And like I said, I'm using the petal pink and white 1/4 inch diagonal trim combo. Which there's the petal pink and the white. We're using the white. And I've already made a bow with that already. Let's see how scrunched up it is. Well, one side looks good, the other side's kind of goofy. Let me see if I can straighten that. That's what happens when you keep them in a bag. You kind of crunched them together. Okay, let's spoof this one up a little bit too. Okay, I'm going to crunch that one back down. Leave it alone. Okay, so we're going to add our bow to the bottom with mini glue down. And it is It's going to go right here at the bottom. But it's not laying right. Well, one side's good, the other side's kind of kitty wonkas here. All right, and then we've got to add our bling, and I'm using the purple fine shimmer gems, and also one of our butterflies that comes with the brush brass butterflies. Looks like I need to order some more. Getting down to the bottom here. We're going to start with these first. Get it out of the package. And I'm thinking I'm going to use this middle section. It's kind of a darker purple. And these are only two sizes, a large and a small. We'll hold it that. And I'm going to place those right up here. Let me do two. There, and a third one. We will put that. I didn't notice that my cinnamon's crooked, but that's okay. That's how we roll. And put it right there. And cut those. And now we're going to add a butterfly. So I'm going to use our larger butterfly. I can get it off the paper. And he's going to be, oops, I didn't want him there. Well, he's wanting to run away on me. That's your turned a little bit. All right, that's good right there. Clean up my area a little bit here. And cover that. Get it out of the way. Another fun fold, sending happy thoughts. You've been on my mind. And if you wanted to add a little bit more writing space, you could put a white layer on the back side too. But sometimes we don't want a lot of space to write. We don't know what to say. All right, so there's our fun fold. One, two. We've only done 2 cards. I thought we'd done 3 already. Here's my 3rd card. Well, it is hiding. Where did I put it? I lost a card. I did a variation with this paper, and this is the Unbounded Love Designer Series paper. So I got a little bit different with that one. So you can see the two. This one's for Hope You're Feeling Better Soon. Just some ideas. A different paper makes it look totally different. And what did I do? Oh, right there in front of me. I thought I did 3 cards. Okay. I think we did this one first, didn't we? Okay. So what do you think of the cards today? If you missed any at the beginning, you can go back and watch the replay. But for now, This is what we have for today. And I plan to be back next Wednesday, which is July 24th, and at 10:30 a.m. Central Time. So I hope you're able to join me then, July 24th. That's a Wednesday. Trying to keep my Wednesdays open. All right, so here's our 3 cards today. Which one was your favorite one? You like this one that I did with the scribbling coloring? Or do you like this fun fold? Thank you card? Or do you like our sending happy thoughts fun fold? Which one's your favorite? I'll give you a moment. I'm in a hurry. Okay. 1, 2, or 3. Oh, you like the pink one too? Yeah, I think I do too. I love this paper. It's really pretty. But I still got to finish it yet. I've got some unfinished work on it to do yet. But it just gives you some ideas how different it looks with a different paper. So which one do you like best? You like number 1, number 2, or number 3? I know we got a delay on the computer, so I'm going to give it a moment here. Like I said, I'll be back next Wednesday, July 24th at 10:30 Central Time, 11:30 Eastern Time, 9:30 Mountain Time, and 8:30 Pacific Time. So you can have your coffee with me. So you like this one better, the second fun fold that I did? Yeah, I think I'm kind of partial to it too. But I do like all 3. It's always hard to decide which one's your favorite. All right, so I'm going to let y'all go for now. Be sure that you like and share the video. Go shop in my store, which is scrolling across the bottom of the screen right now. And we will see you next Wednesday, same time, same channel, 10:30 a.m. Central Time. Have a good rest of the week. Have a good weekend. We'll talk to you soon. Bye.